Let's make your business cook. Independent chefs who want to build and scale their personal and private chef business and call their own shots? Subscribe here for tips, hacks, and tactics to get clients, money, and freedom. So before we begin, like and subscribe below. Hey, chef. If you're like so many chefs who want to be in business for yourself or who are in business for yourself as an independent chef, offering private chef or personal chef services, then you might be one of the chefs who tells me over and over again, hey, I need more clients. And I get it. And I want you to know that that struggle that you're having to get more clients is the struggle everyone who's in business, no matter what stage of business that they're in, has. I'm telling you, if you are Doritos, Bud Light, or McDonald's, the reason that you're putting a commercial up on the Super Bowl is because you need more clients. And you might not think that could be possible for companies that are that big, but it is possible because every day in this world of billions of people, there are people who die. And every day in this world of billions of people, there are people who are born. And so big companies who have a market share of a soft drink or who knows what else, they need to continually be marketing to and getting new clients in so that they can have customers for a lifetime. So advertising and getting new clients and marketing and this effort of getting clients is a muscle you need to build. So I'm going to share with you today the 5 things that you need so that you've got the muscle that you need so that you get clients. And I'm going to give you a 1-day challenge today, and you'll have the tools that you need to complete it so that you can get 5 new clients today. And I promise you, you've heard me right, 5 new clients today. And you don't even have to pay me for this information. All you need to do is want it badly enough that you're willing to be uncomfortable. Okay, so I want to talk to you first about the fact that funnels are all about numbers. Maybe you've heard about funnels and you go, oh, if I build a sales funnel, if I build it, they will come, like it's a baseball field and ghosts are going to come out of the corn. And it just doesn't work that way. Funnels are about numbers, and you don't need a funnel. You don't need to create something fancy on a website where you then, reach 2,000 people with advertising that maybe 100 people click on and look at, that maybe 50 people actually act on after they've clicked and looked at it, that maybe 10 of those inquire about your services, and that maybe then 3 of those buy. Okay, you don't need all that fanciness, but those numbers are true, chef. So you do need to reach enough people who, some are not interested right now, some will be interested later. So you'll reach out to a lot of people, only some will be interested, only some will be ready to act. Only those who are ready to act, some will follow through. So, your numbers, and it doesn't need to be an extreme number like 2,000, but I can give you an example. When I reach out to chefs, I'm reaching out to a couple thousand chefs at a time. And it's pretty amazing to look at the actual numbers, to look at the numbers of your business. It's fascinating. And sometimes I'll send out an email to a couple thousand chefs, and I have a 10% open rate. And that means I'm touching about 200 people. So my funnel went from 2,000 down to 200. And they looked, doesn't mean that they read it. Doesn't mean that they clicked the button on it, right? Of those 200, maybe 50 of those people actually act. Maybe 10 of those actually follow through. Maybe 3 of those become a customer. So the funnel is a good image of what it's going to take for you to build that muscle of what you need to get more clients. And we can do this in 1 day. You don't need a mailing list of 2,000 customers. You don't need a funnel or a website. What you need are 5 things. Number 1, you need a 10-pound phone. And we call this, I have a friend, she's got a phone and she actually got this receiver plated in, it's plastic, I'm sure, but like a gold plated so that she remembers this is where the gold is. Okay, the gold is here, fine. But this usually weighs about 10 pounds to most people because they don't pick it up. It's called the 10-pound receiver. It's one of the things that you need. And you got to look at the fact that you think it's heavier than it really is. Just pick it up and call your mom. Just pick it up and call the customer. And it's hard for a lot of people to get over that first step. And that's one of the tools that you need. You're going to need a 10-pound receiver. Okay? Next, you're going to need the hunger of a tiger. I am a tiger. Can you tell I haven't had enough sleep lately? Because I've been burning it at both ends and kicking butt, chef. And I'm going to show you with some of the numbers that I've been working on. And I've really been pushing hard to have a great end of summer for my business. And I'm getting the results because I'm doing that. I'm not letting this weigh 10 pounds. I'm picking it up. And I have the hunger of a tiger. And I'll tell you why. Here's my personal reason why. You know, COVID was tough. It was tough on a lot of people, and it was tough on a lot of businesses. It was tough on our hearts. I've got a high school senior this year, and I hope she gets to go to school all year, or at least part of it. And we don't know what this winter holds. And if you're hearing this at a later date, this is being recorded August 19th of 2021. We don't know what the fall is going to hold in terms of variants and whether or not our lives are going to be affected yet again. And we don't know how seriously. And so I'm really keen that I've been a business owner enough years that I know I need to be prepared. Remember the Aesop's fable about the ant and the grasshopper, and the ant worked all summer long to get enough food for the winter. And come fall, the grasshopper was hungry, and the ant basically went like, no, sorry, because the grasshopper was playing all summer. I'm telling you, this is not the time to be laying back in the lazy days of summer. This is the time to kick ass, chef, and be putting money aside to help yourself. We don't know what the next 6 months or a year can be. And if we have another year like last year, I want to be ready, because it's my goal to be ready enough that I can help others who aren't ready. That's how much more ready I have to be. So you have to have the hunger of a tiger. And if you're fooling yourself that living month to month, paycheck to paycheck is good enough for you, then a future you is going to be very unhappy that you don't walk around your home right now screaming that the house is on fire, because you have a future that you're not taking care of today. And that's going to become more and more evident the older that you get. I'm nearing my 60s. I'm in my 50s. So yeah, it's coming. But like, we have to get ready, not only for our future, but this year and the uncertainty of it. There should be a fire under your butt, chef, to take some action. So that's the second thing you need, the hunger of a tiger. The third thing that you need is the heart of a server. Now, I don't mean a waiter of, a wait staff at a table. What I mean is a service heart, somebody that wants to help. Because what happens is most people go like, well, what do I do? Just call people and go like, do you want to buy my services? No. What you do instead is figure out how you can best be of service to others. So it might be picking up the phone and go, you know what? Hey, Nicole, I wanted to call you. I know last time we talked, you weren't ready to use private chef services, and you were going through some health struggles with family members. And I'm going to unplug this so I can use it. You were going with some struggles, with your family members. I just wanted to tell you I was thinking about you. I hope that your summer's gone better. And if you get a chance and you're ready to celebrate and looking forward to booking an event, and you need help from a chef, please give me a call. I'll be happy to help you out. That's a call of service. That's a call saying, hey, I've been thinking about you. Do not ask for a phone call back. Don't expect a call back. Just be of service, right? You can also make a phone call and go like, hey, I'm calling because the last time we talked, you weren't ready for private chef services yet. because you said you were going to have a baby, and I was just thinking about you because by now I'm sure that your newborn's a couple months old, and I wanted to see whether or not now's a better time for you to start having the assistance that you need, so that so that you can nurse and take care of your newborn. And so just wanted to know that I was thinking about you. Or, hey, just wanted to let you know that I'm sending you an email. And I found the 3 great restaurants in your area that are doing takeout that are nutritious and have vegan options. Because I was thinking about you, John, and I know that you've been working hard with your diet because you want to maintain your health. And as you know, I'm a chef that focuses on nutrition. And so I was thinking of you. I'm going to send it. Now, if they pick up the phone, you can start talking about those things. But what you need to do is make calls to people with a service heart first. And that way, you're not calling and just feeling like you're selling. That means you got to know people well enough that you know what's important to them. You got to know your clients. But you know who these customers are. You know the people who've said, oh, I'm really interested in working with you. So get on the phone, pick it up. You need a 10-pound phone. You need the hunger of a tiger. You need the heart of a server. The 4th of the 5 things that you need is a paper and a pencil. I'm telling you, business is not nearly as complicated as companies will tell you. You see advertisements on your Facebook screen, your Instagram screen, and every commercial telling you you need this app, you need this software. You don't. You need a piece of paper and you need a pencil. This here, sorry, I don't want you to see anybody's names on here, okay? This is what business looks like. This is me sitting down and going, all right, I'm going to kick ass and make phone calls, right? My goal was to call 40 people, and on my little cheat sheet here, hang on, I'll show you. On my little cheat sheet, I made 32 phone calls, and I didn't stop. When somebody says, like, what are you doing to build your business? I called 32 customers yesterday. Like, I know how to pick up that receiver and call people and leave a message, then pick up the receiver again, call people and leave a message. And I write it down because if I'm trying to build a muscle, I want to be able to tell you, yeah, I did 10 reps or 10 reps of 30, whatever. You guys, if you want to, you go to the gym, you tell me what it's called, right? But if I'm going to do reps and do lifting, I want to be able to know how much did I lift and how many did I do. And so I track that with my work. And I'm like, yeah, I kicked butt today. And there was a day I sent 100 texts out to people. And now I have a text service because my business is profitable, right? But before, I did it on my thumbs. I did it with my thumbs, with my phone, and texted 108 people. Once I copied and pasted the message, right? Thought you'd like to see my new blog article about the best ways to entertain this Christmas. Then I could just copy and paste it, copy and paste it, copy and paste it. 108 texts, 8 responses, led to 2 phone calls, led to a job. Now you think, oh, 108, I can't do that. So I want to ask you this. How many outreaches could you do in a day if they were emails, phone calls, texts? I'll tell you the answer, because the industry standard, if you were hired in a sales position, is 100 touches a day. That's if it were full time. But if your house is on fire, chef, and you need to be making bills, you can do 200 in a day. And that's what it takes to get 5 clients today. And I challenge you to take this challenge and do 100 outreaches, emails, phone calls, texts, and keep track of it on your piece of paper. And you'll feel kind of like a badass. And that's because you are. Because you'll separate yourself from everyone else who's a dreamer and says that they want to run a business and says that what they need to do is get all these things set up, when really what you need to do is get out there and contact clients. Call them, reach out to them, be of service to them, ask them if they need your services, ask them when they will need your services, ask when you can call back that would be helpful to them. Be of service to them. The fifth thing that you're going to need, besides your little piece of paper that shows that you made your 32 phone calls and that you're like kicking butt in business, you're going to need a calendar. But you're going to need a calendar because you're going to start filling gigs. And to finish up, I just want to tell you a story about Kathy. I love Kathy. Kathy now works for and runs the emergency warming center in our town because she and I worked together for a couple of years. When it came time and my business grew enough that I wanted to have a charity partnership that I aligned my goals with and that I could tell my customers about and could ask my staff to be involved in, I naturally picked working with Kathy and the work that she's doing through the Trucking North Tahoe Emergency Warming Center. And you can hear that I've practiced this before. I tell customers, I'm just calling to tell you the great news. Every time we put food on your plate, it helps us put food on the plates of others through our charity partnership, the Trucking North Tahoe Emergency Warming Center. And so I just wanted to thank you for taking my call today. And if we can help you at any time, please let me know. That's a call of service. You're letting them know there's a charity in town they can be a part of, right? And it helps me gain business and it helps me make a difference in my community. And so Kathy and I worked together a number of years ago before she worked for this charity that now we're aligned with. And I said, holy cow, we're not booked for Christmas. We weren't quite booked up. We had customers, but we still had openings, and as a business owner, I have a responsibility to make sure that my staff are working, right? It isn't just like, oh, I get to sit in my lofty tower and be a boss. I have a responsibility. There are people who have other people that are depending on their paychecks. So I got to make sure my staff are working. And I said, Kathy, we're not booked yet. She's like, all right, let's get out the records. And we pulled out a file box from the prior year, and it had all the events from a prior year in it, just the paper of all of the file events. We didn't even have a computer system then. We were just doing our events on paper. And we pulled them out and we started making phone calls. And she didn't know the business as well as I did. So she was pulling out papers and here's the phone number. And we go, great. Here's the call. Like, hi, Barbara. I know that we served you last August for your daughter's bachelorette party, and as Christmas approaches, the great news is I wanted to let you know that we still have a couple of openings. And if you found that you're too busy this holiday, or you planned a party and you're just finding yourself up to your eyeballs, I've got staff who are able and ready to help you out. And all you need to do is make one phone call, and I can really take this off of your to-do list and to put it on ours. And I'd love to help you. If I can help you out in this busy holiday season, feel free to call me back. If not, we wish you a very happy holiday and a blessed new year. It's so nice to see and have your name come across my desk again. I was thinking of you. Okay, bye for now. Click. A call of service, not a sales call. That took about 30 seconds. And then okay, Kathy, give me the next number. We call. Kathy, give me the next number. We call. She went through the filing cabinet while I went on the phone. And I picked up this 10-pound receiver. And I made 50 calls that day. 50 calls. She and I did it together, right? And 5 people answered the phone. And it blew me away. This is the first time I did it. It was many years ago when I realized the magic of this one-day challenge, right? I made these 50 calls. 5 people answered the phone. And their reaction stunned me. They said, oh my gosh, thank you so much for calling. I'm so glad I picked up the phone. I was so busy and I've been thinking about you. Or oh, I remembered, I had forgotten you were here to help me. Or I knew there was a company, I just couldn't remember your name. I didn't know, where to reach out to you. Thank you so much. Yes, I have this party. Yes, I have this date. Yes, can I book you now? One day, chef, 5 clients, 50 phone calls, 5 clients. It's 10%. It's numbers. It's a funnel. And it works. And you don't need much more than a piece of paper to confirm that you're kind of a badass and you're running your business and you're doing it lean, right? You don't need the fancy technology. You need to just get busy. And everyone who says they want to run a business, in my opinion, is a dreamer until they actually can put numbers to it and set a goal and show what they're doing every day to build their business. It's not easy to get to the point where you can sit up and put your shoulders back and say emphatically, you bet, like we're going to kick ass today. We're going to do this. It took me a while. I didn't get to be this person that I am today the first year that I started my business in 1997, serving clients in Lake Tahoe so that they only needed to make one phone call and they could be a guest at their own party. It took some time. And it took some hard lean times to go like, I better do something. And there were times that I said like, oh, maybe I could create something really nifty and fancy and then people will come. And nothing, I assure you, Chef, nothing has worked more effectively than this. Nothing has worked more effectively than picking up the phone, having the hunger of a tiger, the heart of a server, and paper and pencil and calendar ready to fill your schedule with good paying gigs. I challenge you today to pick up the phone and start getting busy, Chef. Calling your own shots instead of making a boss tell you, here's the work schedule. You work for me on this schedule. Come in and do these jobs. You will be the master of your own business, or somebody will master you and your business. And some chefs should just be employees. But if you say you want to own your business, this is the time to do it. I challenge you to one day of picking up the phone and call everyone you know. Start calling everyone in your phone and get hungry. This is the time. It is fall almost. It's time to start filling your calendar with good paying gigs while you've got the time to do it. You don't know what the future is going to hold. And even if the future weren't uncertain, you'd still be needing to do this for your business. So rock and roll, Chef. Be the master of your business and master money so that it does not master you. If you need some help, let me know. Put some comments below. Share this with other chefs. I'm here to help chefs start and run their own businesses so that they can call their own shots, do what they love, and get paid what they're worth. And you can do it. It works. This works. Not a fancy system, but it works. Share with me your results, okay? And above all, Chef, work safely. All right, bye.